Welcome to YOLO Texas, and this is our team of traveling Texans. Ride shotgun with us as we visit breathtaking views, check out heart-racing attractions, and taste mouth-watering foods that only this great state has to offer.
There's tamale in there. I don't know why I was so surprised about that.
Why, you ask? Well, to simply put it,
YOLO!
You only live once, Texas. Hey y'all, welcome to YOLO Texas, the show that gives you an inside look of some of the hottest and coolest spots all around Texas. I'm your host, AC, and boy, do we have a great episode for you today. We recap our time at Texas's biggest entertainment event in Houston, and later meet the winningest bull rider in the world, J.D. Mooney, and Rodeo Hall of Famer, Leon Coffey. But first, our YOLO Texas co-host, Miranda, takes us to a place that takes pride in producing some of the purest wildflower honey around. So get your sweet tooth ready, y'all, because we're on our way to Williamson County.
Started over 16 years ago as a single backyard hive, Round Rock Honey has grown into a thriving and beloved business. From field to hive to table, this award-winning company has always strived to teach people how rewarding beekeeping can really be, in hopes that one day there will be a beehive in every single backyard in Texas.
So we're standing right in front of Round Rock Honey in, you guessed it, Round Rock, Texas. And rumor has it right inside there is some of the best honey in the country. So let's go in and see what all the buzz is about.
Up first, we met up with the owner of Round Rock Honey.
This is an awesome place you have.
Thank you.
Do you mind if I take a look and see some more?
Let's go.
All right, let's go. Wow, Conrad, this is awesome.
We definitely got the golden ticket.
So tell me a little bit about your product now. This all started from a hobby, right?
That's right. It was a hobby, but it was also kind of an accident because my intent was to raise vegetables. I was a gardener. I just kind of did the honey as an afterthought and to pollinate the vegetables. Well, the honey was so good, people went so crazy over it that they kind of forgot about the vegetables. We ended up just becoming a honey company instead of a farm.
Let's talk about the quality of your product. You guys hold a high standard.
Extremely
Talk a
high.
little bit about that.
It is my belief that we hold the highest standard for honey in Texas and perhaps even in the whole country. The reason why it's so high is because we control the hives, we control the bees that are in the hives, we handle the honey when it goes to extraction, we own the extraction equipment, it gets put in the bottles. Every jar of honey that is made with Round Rock Honey is right off of this line. So everything is within our control because we want to know every facet of the honey.
Next up, it was time to try my hand at becoming a beekeeper.
All right, Conrad, so this may sound a little weird, but I've always wanted to try one of these suits on. So
let's try it on.
Show me how to put this thing on.
So, bee suit, of course, we have boots, and then we have standard suit. Now this material here is really nice. It's sting-proof, not sting-resistant. That's a big deal when you're in a bee yard. So
that was probably one of my biggest worries. Like, will the stinger get through this?
the stinger will not get through this.
Okay.
And you know, this is better than a cotton suit because on cotton suits, if it rains or if you sweat, it sticks to your skin. The bees can sting through that. But with this, that can't happen.
Okay.
So, yeah.
This is so cool. I feel like I'm an actual astronaut. Beehives, here we come. Check out my rad. The honey farm is only a mile away.
So we have 97 different plots of land that we put beehives on. The vast majority of them are in and around Round Rock.
Okay, so what does this smoke actually do to the bees?
So the smoke masks the alarm pheromones that they send out so that they can't communicate whenever they're agitated. Can you hold that?
I think this is what he did. You got to get a little air in there to get the fire going. So before we get into the front lines, Conrad, any words of advice?
Just remain calm.
Okay.
Trust your bee suit, it's going to protect you very well.
Okay.
So first, we always come up to the hive like this. We stay about this far away
Okay.
because we don't want to block their flight entrance. If you come up close to the bees, you'll see that they're all gathered up like this. All right, so let's give them a little smoke. Open it up.
Hey, little guy.
And actually, they're girls. They're all girls. Now, I can see that they have a lot of honeycomb right here, so I'm going to pull this one out. That's capped honey, where that's ready to eat right there. And watch this.
Oh, that's
You wanna
so
try it?
awesome. Okay.
I'll show you how. No,
Okay.
don't take it out. Don't
Okay,
take it
how
out.
do you-
Do it like this.
Okay. This is so cool.
It kind of tastes like elm.
Wow, that doesn't get any fresher than that.
That's right.
That
That's
is
extremely
so
fresh.
good.
Okay, so let's go check out one
Okay.
of these smaller ones over here. If we look in here, every one of these is full of honey.
Cool, yeah.
Every single one. So this is where it starts. It starts like this, and then it ends up like that right there. So they're actively working this.
Busy bees.
They literally work until they fall dead. The wings will fall off. They die from the outside in. The wing falls off, an eye pops out, an antenna comes off,
Oh no.
something.
All right, Conrad, thank you so much. It was an awesome experience just to see how everything was done. Now, I think let's get back to the shop, and I think I'm gonna take a couple of bottles of these home.
That sounds good. Let's
All right,
go.
let's go. Now I see you have a bourbon barrel honey.
Yes.
Is there actually bourbon in there?
There's not any bourbon in it, but we did age it in bourbon barrels.
Oh yeah, you can taste it. Okay, that is so good. And you know what? I liked the bourbon barrel honey so much. Since it's in high demand, I'm gonna have to take one of these too.
Never have enough honey.
Right?
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, guys, that about does it for us here at Round Rock Honey. I had such an amazing experience, and I've really grown to have an appreciation for bees. So if you guys are ever in the Round Rock, Texas area, you gotta put this place on your list. Until next time, YOLO Texas.
Let Round Rock Honey sweeten up your life by visiting the link below to learn more and book a class. Coming up on YOLO Texas, world-famous rodeo clown Leon Coffey joins our show. But first, Miranda heads to Houston for the biggest pop culture event in Texas. Hey y'all, welcome back to YOLO Texas. So here on the show, we love to switch things up from time to time, and when we heard about one of Texas's largest entertainment and pop culture events, you know we had to put our name on the guest list. So get ready for a festival that is seriously out of this world, because our co-host Miranda is taking you to Houston for the 10th annual Comicpalooza.
So whether you're into galaxies far, far away, or the final frontier, Middle Earth, or Metropolis, this place is for you. And in fact, Comicpalooza is built to be the largest pop culture event in Texas. So what do you say? Let's go on in and see what the hype is about. Dang, this place is so much bigger than I imagined. And it's for 3 days.
After getting my first glimpse of the enormity of Comicpalooza, I met up with the founder himself, John Simons.
This was designed to be an entire immersion event for a full 3 days. This isn't one you go to for an hour or two, walk around, and then you're done. So it's not just hundreds of booths and things for you to look at, but it's also experiences that you can take home with you, you know, that you can remember. We have all kinds of cool stuff. I mean, if you happen to like Rocky Horror, we have a Rocky Horror show here, but there's a wide variety, and we have all of that on our app, and I recommend going through it, taking a look at it. You will find things that surprise and astonish you.
The event also offers several panels and workshops, including one that caught my eye, stage combat. And like any other trained superhero, I needed to first perfect my skill with the master.
I've been the principal fight choreographer for Texas Renaissance Festival, Sherwood Forest Fair, Scarborough Fair at one time, and I do violence for stage and screen.
Okay, so what are you gonna have me do right now?
Okay, right now I'm gonna punch you. So, here, I want to show you something. You can turn here. Now the idea is if you're doing stage combat, if you do it too fast, your audience doesn't get it because your audience blinks. And also you scare your partner because you move too fast. We're simulating a right cross. The right cross would hit you here and turn your head. But the idea, instead of actually hurting my partner, I'm going to give the ready, set, go, and hit her like that.
Okay.
See? We'll do that one more time. We're right here. It's fight, ready, set, go. Oh, God. Got such a strong jaw from all that talking. So it's ready, set, go. Oh.
Yeah. That was a good.
With my fighting skills at optimum level, it was time to check out some of the other artists and the craft that they each master.
Okay, what I've got here is this is all original art. I do from the original pencil drawings, which this is all number 2 pencil, to all the color that you see at the table. This is all colored pencil, no two alike. I get 5 questions all day long. Number 1, are you the artist? Yeah. Number 2, did you draw all these? Yeah. Number 3, how long do these take? Right here. Here's all the characters, here's the hours, here's the prices. And question number 4 is, God, these are so expensive. Does anybody buy these? Yeah, Purple and Blue have sold. I just sold Thanos for $9 grand. What was funny is I just finished one of my other drawings and I'm like, oh, I'll just draw a surfer because he's my favorite character. Oh, it's gonna be a piece of cake, it's a bunch of white areas and black, piece of cake. This was 61 hours.
Hi, I'm Sarah Richard. I'm an artist. I work on My Little Pony mostly. I've done some work for Gem and the Holograms and Rick and Morty and Deadpool, and yeah, love comics. And I started going to conventions like I think 7 years ago is when I started, and it's just kind of snowballed from there.
I've been doing body painting for about 6 years, and cosplay body painting is by far my favorite. And watching someone being transformed into a character that you see in a movie is so unreal, and seeing it in person is like mind-blowing. You're like, wait a second, is this really the character? And I love that feeling, and that's what got me into it.
This is my favorite piece on the table. This is Carol's daughter. Her name is Sophia. Remember the little girl in the barn? Yeah, it's my favorite painting on the table.
Nice to meet you. Did you just give me your digits?
All right, that about does it for me here at the Houston Comicpalooza. I had so much fun seeing so many talented people share their passion, enthusiasm, and creativity. If you're ever in the Houston area, definitely put this one on your list. Until then, YOLO Texas.
Don't waste any time. Visit the link below to start planning for next year's Comicpalooza. Grab your boots because up next, we get a behind-the-scenes look at the toughest sport on dirt and meet 3-time world champ JB Mooney right here on YOLO Texas. Hey y'all, welcome back to YOLO Texas. So nothing captures the unique spirit of the Lone Star State like a good old-fashioned rodeo. The crowds, the excitement, the cowboys, it's all a wild ride that every true Texan should experience at least once, right? Well, our next destination offers all that and a whole lot more, taking this great American pastime to an entirely new level. So break out your Stetson and dust off your boots because we're on our way to Uvalde to the one and only Cactus Jack bull riding. This is Uvalde, known as the honey capital of the world, nicknamed the City of Trees and home of former Vice President John Nance Garner and the Cactus Jack PBR bull riding competition. Which brings us here. You know, we've seen pro bull riding on TV and at the rodeo, but this time we're getting up close and personal with the bull riders themselves and with the folks that put on the show. Let's go. And to begin with, we spoke with Mayor Don McLaughlin to find out a deeper meaning about this exciting event.
The Cactus Jack Foundation started about 7 years ago, and then when we talked about different things, we didn't want to do it for profit. We wanted to do it for our community. And so the way we did it, we went to the schools and said, we want to throw this event, and we want to take that money, and we want to help the students and the teachers for some of the supplies that the schools won't buy for them or different things. So I mean, it's been a real inspiration for us. It takes the community to do what we've been able to do, and the community has really embraced it. So it's really been good.
And it's a great place to be.
Great place to be. Uvalde's a great place to be. I mean, you know, Hondo may have it's only God's country. Please don't drive through it like hell. But God just loves Uvalde. So, yeah. But it takes the community's involvement to do all that.
And that's what makes it so special.
That's what makes it so special.
And with an event this big, fans lined up hours before in hopes of meeting the biggest names of the sport, including J.B. Mooney.
The winningest man in Western sports history. He has won more money than any other cowboy combined when he's won more than anybody else. We kind of call him as a dragon slayer because there have been bulls out there like Bushwhacker and Pearl Harbor, the late Pearl Harbor. Both of those bulls had posters, t-shirts, caps. I mean, they were just a phenomenon across the country. And everybody was, well, this is the bull that'll never be ridden. Well, guess what? J.B. Mooney's the one that goes, and you know, it always seems that J.B.'s that guy to step up and become the man to go and ride bulls like that.
Whether I'm going in 1st, 5th, or 10th, they're going to leave the bull I want. I want the buckinest one in there, the one that everybody says that he can't be rode. That's the one I want because, you know, who remembers an 85-point bull ride? Nobody, but you'll remember a 95-point bull ride. So my whole career has been based on that, picking the rank ones and trying to ride them.
Say hello to your PBR World Champion.
So after a short ride and a warm welcome, we met up with the other, much bigger athletes of the competition. YOLO! You only live once, right? All right, so we're in the animal area where these big guys are the actual bulls that the Cowboys will be attempting to ride tonight. What's going on, dudes? No eye contact. They're not happy to see me. This is gonna be interesting. When we come back, the competition bucks up at the Cactus Jack bull riding, so stick around. Hey y'all, welcome back to YOLO Texas, where we are in front of Uvalde County Fairplex, where in just a few hours, some of the most die-hard rodeo fans are about to come here, hooting and hollering, waiting to experience some of the best bull riding and fighting in the entire country. I'm excited, you're excited, so let's go inside and check it out. Referred to as the most dangerous dance on dirt, Cactus Jack bull riding is a 3-day event where world-famous cowboys vie for a chance to add to their season totals and move up in world rankings. And the best part, it's all for a good cause, with every dollar going toward empowering local youth. Just ask Rodeo Hall of Famer Leon Coffey. So let's talk about these pants. There's something special about them. So who made them and why are you wearing them?
There's not a lot of stars or anybody or any kind of celebrities that come down and visit these schools or anything. So these kids really think a lot of me down here. And Rob's school has made me a pair of pants every year for about 4 years now. Wow. So I wear them everywhere in the United States. But it gives these kids something that they don't get all the time. Right. And for me to wear it, it's a great honor for me to wear it for them.
Yeah.
So that's why I do it.
And I love that this sport does so much for the community, and I love that you get to travel with it and show the world Uvalde, Texas.
Uvalde, Texas, you know, not many people can do that.
Yeah.
So I'm privileged.
And in true rodeo fashion, the night was packed with tons of entertainment. But one sport you may not see very often, how about American freestyle bullfighting?
Well, American freestyle bullfighting is a competition between one man and one animal. These are the same type of fighting bulls that they use in Spain or Mexico. Here in the United States, it's a complete bloodless sport. It's going to be 45 seconds of jam-packed action, you know, a lot of danger, a lot of intensity. It's going to be the most intense 45 seconds you ever witnessed.
And intense it was. Every moment of this competition kept me and everyone around me on the edge of our seats. And then it was time for the final rides of the night. From the heart-stopping to the heroic, my favorite part had to be witnessing the best of the best win the Cactus Jack title. Alrighty, so 3 days of competition came down to this close one, but you won it all. How does this feel for you?
Oh, this feels awesome. This is a great event, and it goes towards a great cause, and I'm just happy to be here and help support that cause, and get the win is just icing on the cake, I guess.
What goes through your mind when you're eye to eye with the bull and it's coming straight at you?
I tell you what, there's probably not a guy here that was more scared than me, and I tell every guy back behind the chutes, everybody that's competing, and they know I'm the one that's scared the most, and I just give it all to God and just jump and run fast, and hopefully he don't hit me.
Hey guys, your champion for tonight. So today was absolutely amazing. We got a behind-the-scenes look at this incredible sport. We got to talk to some of the best athletes, and we got front row seat to one of the most exhilarating shows I've ever been to. I want to say thank you to Cactus Jack Foundation for letting us come out here. We had an absolute time of our lives. Interested in learning about the Cactus Jack Foundation and about all the other events going on in Uvalde? Visit the links below to learn more. All right, that is all the time we have here today on YOLO Texas, so make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And remember, it's a big world, so get out and explore it. You know what they say, you only live once, Texas. We'll see y'all next time.